Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Now, let us look at these examples here. Let us do some questions. It says list any 4 symmetrical objects from your house or your school. So let's pick some from our school and 2 from our school and 2 from our home. So in our school, definitely you must have seen that the blackboard you have, the blackboard or the whiteboard, whichever you have, it is obviously a symmetrical figure. It's rectangular in shape, so it's symmetrical. Now what you are sitting in front of you is a laptop screen. So laptop screen is definitely rectangular, so it is again a symmetrical figure or symmetrical object, we can say. Now what you must be using very much is your phone, your mobile phone. Right, so the mobile phone that you have got, you can see it's rectangular in shape, so it's symmetrical figure. Now the doors that you have got, they are also symmetrical, they're rectangular in shape, so everything that you have, mostly all the things around you are symmetrical. Okay, now let's look at the second question. For the given figures, which one is the mirror line L1 or L2? Now just imagine that you're folding this particular, the shape is pentagon, right? It has got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 sides. Okay, so this particular pentagon is not a regular pentagon. We can clearly see all the sides are not equal. So just imagine that you're folding this pentagon once by this particular line that is given L2 and then by L1. Okay, imagine in your head that you're folding this particular piece of paper which is in the shape of pentagon, and do you think this L1 is a line of symmetry for this figure? If you fold this by this particular line L1, definitely what you'll notice is this kind of a figure will be seen when you're folding, right? Just think you are not able to see anything above L1. So this is something you will see if you are folding through L1. Now if you're folding through L2, you will see this kind of a structure. Is that right? So clearly here L2 is dividing this particular figure into 2 equal halves. So which particular line is acting as a line of mirror? It is L2. Clear? The line which is able to divide the given image into 2 halves is called as the mirror line or the line of symmetry. Moving to the next one, it says identify the shapes given below and check whether they are symmetric or not. Draw the line of symmetry as well. Okay, so here the log that is given to us, if we are going to draw a line of symmetry over here, then it will divide it into 2 equal halves. So this particular line that you see, it's the line of symmetry, right? You cannot draw any such line anywhere else on this particular figure because no other line can divide this particular log into 2 equal halves, right? So this is definitely not a line of symmetry. Only one line of symmetry is possible for this log. Now look at the bucket in front of you. This is the line of symmetry for this bucket. Am I doing something wrong? This is not the line of symmetry because I cannot fold this particular bucket image with this particular line as the line of symmetry. Why? Because this is not dividing this figure into 2 halves. Then what will do it? This particular line which is exactly in the middle and is standing vertically, right? So this particular vertical line is the line of symmetry here, right? Now what do you think about the figure that is given in the C part? Do you think you can draw any line of symmetry for this? If I'm drawing like this, no. If I'm drawing like this, no. Like this, no, no. So all the lines that I've drawn, I can clearly see that none of the line can make a line of symmetry for this figure. So this is a symmetric figure and we cannot draw any line of symmetry for this. Now look at the D figure, it's a telephone and clearly we can draw a vertical line of symmetry for this telephone. Now this one here, if we draw a line like this, it will divide it into 2 equal halves. So this is the line of symmetry. Now here we have got a pentagon and here if I draw a line, this is going to divide this figure into 2 equal halves. Clear? Moving to the next one. I hope it's really fun to work with the symmetrical figures, isn't it? Now it says that copy the following into a square paper. A square paper is what you would have used in your arithmetic books in earlier classes, then complete each such shape that the dotted line is the line of symmetry. So here this particular blue line is basically the dotted line they are talking about, and here I am not tracing this on any this squared paper. If you want, you can try this yourself by using any graph paper that you might have seen. So what you need to do, draw exact lines that, for example, the dotted line is taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 squares, right? So this one here, 1, 2, 3, almost 3 blocks are covered by this slant line. So draw a similar figure and try to draw its symmetrical pattern. Okay, so I'm going to draw a symmetrical pattern for this. So here it needs to go, it's by 2 far away here, 1 and 2. This is the total distance that should be, this particular vertex should be away from the line of symmetry. Okay, so let me try it on the other side. This is 1, that is one part away from the blue line, and similarly another one will be here. So here I join this one and here I join this one. I'm just erasing, this line is not required. So this is a kind of symmetrical figure that I've drawn, and again I'm telling you, what I am drawing is a rough figure. When you are going to do it, make sure that you use ruler, pencil, everything, sharp pencil must for drawing such figures. Okay, now let's try the next one. Here let's again draw what will be the symmetrical pattern by the blue line that we have got. So 2 here, 2 steps we move here, then we move 2 steps to the right, then 2 steps here, again 2 steps to the right, then we need to go 2 steps down, and then we join by 2 steps, right? Let's do the next one. So now let us draw for this particular image, right? So here it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. That is 4 blocks we need to go away from this particular slant line. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. So 4 blocks we have gone away from this line. Then we need to go 1 block towards the line. So let's go 1 block toward the line. Then we need to go 1 block away again. So away we go 1 block. Then we need to come 2 blocks towards the line. So 2 blocks towards the line. Then we need to go 1 block away. And then we need to come 3 blocks towards the line. So this is the correct image with all the complete blocks. So if you are trying this on your graph paper, make sure that you are drawing the exact number of boxes that are shown. Okay. Moving to the next one here. So if we are completing this image, clearly we need to draw a slant line like this. And then here we have got to go 1 step away from the line and 1 step we go up. So this is the kind of a structure that will be observed. Now in the next one, firstly we need to go away by 2 blocks. So here, this is how we go 2 blocks away. Then here we need to go 3 blocks away. So we have gone 3 blocks away here. Now it says 2 blocks upwards. So it's say 2 blocks upwards here. Here we need to go 2 blocks here. Then we just need to join the 2 lines. Okay, so here again I have drawn this as a rough figure. It's not much neat. So make sure that you try to draw this figure on your own. And make sure that you draw a clean figure by measuring each of the line segments, so that you will be able to get the exact figures. Okay, so that the line of symmetry looks symmetrical. Here this one doesn't look much symmetrical though. Now the last one let's do. So here first of all we need to go 2 parts away. So here we go 2 parts away and 1 part over here. Then we have to make 1 line such here. Then coming back to the line of symmetry. Then we go 2 blocks away. Then here we have got 2 blocks away here. Right? And then here we have to go 2 blocks up. And then we just join the lines. Okay, so this is the kind of symmetrical figure that we have drawn for this particular image. Now let's move on to the next question. It says in the figure, L is the line of symmetry. Complete the diagram to make it symmetrical. So this particular line that you see, L is the line of symmetry. We need to draw a triangle that is shown and with this particular ray. So first of all, I'm trying to put a ray at first so that the diagram look neat. So from starting from here it goes this as the line, right? So now what more do we need? Right, so this is the line. Now what more we need is another line, and this particular line segment will drop a line from here till here, right? So again, let's make it black. Okay, now let's color this particular shape into yellow, right? So here it goes, yellow. So it shouldn't be, just make sure that when you're drawing it, all the colors inside your triangle, right? So this is the symmetrical figure along the line of symmetry, that is L given to us. Now moving on to the last question from this lesson. It says that in the given figure, here L is the line of symmetry, draw the image of the triangle and complete the image so that both it becomes symmetrical on both the sides. So if this is the line of symmetry, if this is what is drawn on this side, so here this is what we'll see on the right side, and this is how we'll see the triangle. I think this triangle doesn't look neat much. Okay, so here it goes and here it goes. Okay, so this is the kind of image that you will see when you will draw such figure. Make sure that you do measure all the line segments to draw this image, right? So now let us just see what all we have learned today. We have talked about symmetrical figures, we have talked about non-symmetrical figures, and also we talked about symmetrical patterns. That is where we complete those images depending upon the line of symmetry given. This is all for today for this particular lesson. That is for the introduction of symmetry. In the next lesson, we will learn more about symmetrical figures.